Most of the time when we consider health, we consider our physical health. We judge whether or not we have a fever or we're in any pain or we have a chronic condition that we need to take care of. But God created us as whole human beings. We are spirit, we are mind, we are body, we are emotions. And so we want to consider all of that when we consider health. Maybe even thinking that spiritual health is the most important. But today what I really want to focus on is mental health. And why I want to speak about mental health is because we know through research that 80% of our foster kids across the United States have significant mental health issues. And so we want to be able to address that. But how do we address it? First and foremost, we have to identify what is good mental health. What does that look like? And so we look at a developmental scale. Is the child on target developmentally? Particularly with connection, we consider attachment really the most important first step for a child. So is your child connected? Is your child attached? In this case, usually we look at the mom first and then the dad. Does the child have trust? Is the child able to communicate with the mom and with the dad and express their needs to the mom and the dad? Also, in relation to that, and an extension of that, is can a child communicate and get along with siblings, whether it be biological or foster siblings? Does the child have relationships with grandparents, with cousins, with aunts, with uncles, with youth leaders and those who are involved with the youth at church or at school, with teachers and those who support them at school? These are all really important connections. Can the child play well? So play is the child's first language. Can the child and does the child do well with play? Are they able to play with little conflict? Conflict is normal, but we want it to be that the child enjoys play. Does the child smile? Does the child have great eye contact? Can the child communicate his or her needs? Another area to consider is whether or not the child can stay focused. Can the child make good decisions? And please realize that a child who is 3 is not going to make great decisions. But we expect to see an ever-growing improvement in those decisions, an ever-growing complexity in those decisions as the child gets older. Can the child stay focused on tasks? So, maybe a 3-year-old can handle one task at a time, whereas a 16-year-old hopefully can accomplish 3 or 4 or 5 tasks around the same time, with staying focused and being able to accomplish that. Does the child eat well, or does the child have any issues with eating? Is the child able to go to bed on time and sleep easily and sleep through the night? Is the child really able to focus on those things that we expect the child to do? And that's play and schoolwork and relationships. All of these are so important for our children. Next time we speak, I want to speak on some of the indicators of concerns or problems that our children may be experiencing. Until then, though, if you have any questions or concerns or things that you would like to speak with a therapist about, we would love for you to contact the EPIC team. And we are available to have those conversations so that we know that our children are growing and developing and healing in the way that they can. Thank you.